and welcome to another lawnfawn video. It's Kelly here, and today we are so excited to be introducing our brand new die, Doily Hearts. This doily is so gorgeous and has the most beautiful pierced details. We're also going to be introducing our Scripty Love Outline add-on. So this outline add-on goes along with our original Scripty Love die, and it gives it this really cool base. We're also going to be showing you our Scripty Xoxo outline add-on that's going to work in the same way. So let's go ahead and check all of these out. First up, we have our doily hearts, and oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. This is so great for creating a focal point for a cute little scene or a sentiment. It also makes a beautiful background too, and I just love the pierced details and the beautiful doily look. And then here we have that Scripty Love outline add-on. You can see that it's got a little embossed line that's going to show you where that original Scripty Love die is going to layer on top. So all you need to do is add a little bit of liquid glue behind it, and then you can layer it right on there, and it makes it a more bold sentiment and gives it this really lovely base. I love to do both a tone-on-tone look on this, or having contrasting colors looks gorgeous too. It's also really, really pretty with some vellum behind the Scripty Love too. That looks gorgeous. And so here we have the Scripty XOXO, which is going to work in the same way. It's got that same embossed little line there so that you can add that on, and then you'll just add some liquid glue to the back of the original Scripty XOXO and then layer that on top of the base, and you'll see just how gorgeous this looks. I just love the bold look of it, and it looks absolutely amazing on cards. And so we've been going back to all of our favorite Scripty words and adding outlines, and we can't wait to create more too. And so now it's time to start creating a card with these awesome products. And right here we have our brand new pearlescent cardstock. This pearlescent cardstock is absolutely stunning. And what we're going to do is we're going to die cut the doily hearts from this beautiful cardstock. So there you can see it's got that beautiful pierced detail, and then look at that shimmer and shine from the pearlescent cardstock. I am just in love with it. Then here we have some beautiful textured dot cardstock in this nice bright pink, and we have it in a nice square. You can see we're going to kind of frame this beautiful doily hearts. Now here is our brand new sweet strawberry mini stamp set, and so we went ahead and stamped and colored and die cut those strawberries. And now we're going to die cut that Scripty Love outline out of some Ballet Slippers cardstock, and then we're going to die cut the Scripty Love from that same beautiful pearlescent cardstock, and we're going to die cut that there, and you'll see how gorgeous this looks with the pearlescent on both the word love and on the doily. So now we're going to add some liquid glue with the glue tube to the back of Scripty Love, and then we can layer that onto that base, and you'll see just how beautiful the outline looks. I just love this. I think it just makes it so bold and gorgeous. Then we're going to add some foam squares to the back of those cute chocolate-covered strawberries, and we can layer that on to the doily. And I love that the doily creates this just beautiful base for these cute little strawberries, just like it was a little gift with the strawberries on a beautiful little doily. And then we can go ahead and start layering the rest of the bits of the card. So here we have this Scripty Love, and we're going to be combining this with a stamp sentiment. And I love the mixture of die cut and stamp sentiments together. I just think it looks so beautiful. So now we've layered the word love over those strawberries, also with some foam squares. And then now we can start to work on this fun little detail that we're going to add behind the doily. So here we have a little strip of white cardstock and some of our brand new gingham washi tape. This washi tape is so cute, and this is such a fun way to feature washi tape on your card. So we're just going to stick the washi tape down to a little strip of white cardstock so that there's a little bit of white cardstock peeking out the top and the bottom. We can just wrap those edges around for a nice clean look, and then we can layer it right onto the card. And this is so fun. This would be so cute with so many different styles of washi tape, and I really love this gingham. I think it's just so beautiful. And so we're going to layer this onto the card, and then we'll be able to put the doily over that. And I really love the pop of the pink gingham. It goes really, really nicely with the pink reddish color on the strawberries. Next, we're going to work on the last part of the sentiment, and we're going to use the sweet strawberry stamp set for that as well. So this has a I love you so very much, and so what we're going to do is we're just going to use the so very much, or you so very much part of the sentiment, and we're just going to remove the I love part, and then that way we can use the Scripty Love. So this is a really fun way to use sentiments, is to pick one word and replace it with either a die cut phrase or some die cut letters. I think it looks so cute. So we're going to line up a sentiment banner right with the sentiment, hold it in place there with some low tack tape, and then we can run it through the die cut machine, and then we're going to add some foam squares to the back of this so that it has the same pop as that Scripty Love. And now it says love you so very much, which I think is so adorable. Next up, we're going to need a square card base. I think square cards are so much fun. You can, of course, just mail it in a standard envelope, and it is just adorable and just a fun little different take. A square card or a circle card always make me smile, and for some reason, I think they're really cute for Valentine's. And so we're going to layer this whole base onto the card base. And now this adorable card is all done. I love the pearlescent cardstock with that doily hearts die. It's just stunning. And this card just makes me smile. The little texture dot on the background is just beautiful. So now we're going to start working with our brand new bamboo stencils. So I'm going to take a piece of standard cardstock here that's 5.5 by 4.25, and we're going to be layering these stencils over top. And so this is a 3-step stencil, and we're going to start off with the bamboo stalks here. We're going to layer those right on. And you can see that I have my cute little helper, my son Miles here, and he's going to be helping me do some of this stenciling too. Stenciling is so much fun for kids as well. So here I'm going to take out some freshly cut grass ink, and I'm just going to brush the ink over the stencil just like this. And what I like about doing these bamboos is you don't even have to be even with the ink. If it's a little bit darker or lighter in some places, it actually makes it look even more like bamboo. So now we can lift up that stencil, and I always love seeing this big reveal. So next we're going to work on the nodes. I like to call them the knuckles, but they're actually called nodes. I looked it up. But they look like little knuckles on the bamboo to me. And here you can see that our stencils have an etched guideline, which makes it really easy to line up. So my son Miles was there trying to line up those etched guidelines, which is so awesome. Both our stencils and coloring stencils have those. And so here I'm using just all one shade of green ink. I'm still using that freshly cut grass and just going right over that stencil. And now you can see just how beautiful that's looking. Next up, we're going to do step number 3 here, are these beautiful leaves. And so we're going to layer those right onto the bamboo. And here you can see that Miles is going to take over my stenciling here, and he did such an awesome job. I just love this. And so we're going to use, again, that same color of freshly cut grass ink. And I love just using one shade of green. Of course, you could use multiple shades, but anything looks amazing on this bamboo stencil. And then Miles is going to give us our big reveal here, and you can see how beautiful this bamboo forest is looking. Now here I decided to take a lighter green ink, which is celery stick, and I am just going to fill in the background of this with just a nice light brushing over of this ink. And that way we have this kind of beautiful green background. We're actually going to be trimming down this piece to create kind of like these little mini postage stamps. And so I really like the look of just bringing in that light color green ink for the background. It just looks amazing. So now that all of this background is done, we can start working on the rest of our card. So we're going to take out the little letter die here, but we're just going to be using the letter part and not the envelope part. So we're going to die cut 4 of those out of some white cardstock. Then right here, we're just going to go ahead and measure so we can see exactly what size to trim down the little panels so that they kind of fit right inside that stitching line. And so then we can just take out our paper trimmer and trim down 4 little panels. And I love these little letters, and the way that Mindy designed this. Right now we're recreating a card by Mindy. It made them look like cute little postage stamps, like those vintage ones that are bigger, and I thought that was just so much fun. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So we're going to trim down all of these pieces here. We'll trim down 4 of them, and then we can start to layer them onto those little letters there, and you'll see just how cute this is when we layer them right on top. It really has that adorable vintage postage stamp feel. Now that we have these little mini bamboo postage stamps, we're going to start working with the I Heart Pandas stamp set and also the add-on. So we went ahead and stamped and colored and die cut a bunch of the images from this set, and we're going to start layering them into these little postage stamps. Because of course, what does a little bamboo forest needs? It needs adorable pandas. So we're going to add some foam squares to the back, and we're going to be popping these cute little pandas right on top of all of these little mini scenes that we've created with the bamboo stenciling. And so we're going to be layering the pandas on and then taking some of the greenery or the cute little bamboo shoots and layering those into the scenes as well. Then what we'll do is trim off any edges that kind of go past that bamboo forest stencil piece, and I think that's really going to help give it that vintage postage stamp feel. Now, in a lot of our stamp sets, including the I Heart Pandas, we have these cute little mini sentiments, and these little mini sentiments are perfect for creating these cute little mini scenes. So this one says, "You are pandastic," which is so adorable. And so we're going to start layering this cute little panda and some of these bamboo leaves, and we're going to start adding him into the scene as well. And adding a little foam square onto the back is going to give them this really nice pop. And so we're going to continue this on the last two little rectangles that we have here. So we're going to add the cute little hugging pandas, which are just adorable. And then we can layer on some of those cute little bamboo shoots. And you can see on some of these, we have some of the little pieces sticking out past our little scenes, and some we've kept them inside. So you can just kind of play around and see what ends up looking best on your card. But you can see just how adorable these are. And they each have the different little mini sentiment, which is just so sweet. The will you be bamboo just cracks me up. And then at this point, we realized, oh yeah, the last one, first one, it needs a little sentiment. So we added the "You're cute" on there, and it's just absolutely adorable. So much fun for Valentine's Day or any kind of friendship or love card. So here we have this beautiful wood grade textured cardstock. We're going to add that onto a standard card base that's 5.5 by 4.25. And then we're going to start layering these cute little mini scenes on there. And I really love this whole layout. The panda theme is so much fun, but I love that you could take this layout and do it for all sorts of different things. You could use the brand new layered heart stencil instead of the bamboos and add the cute strawberries in, or any other cute little scenes that you have. So this is a layout that I want to go back to again and again to create cute different cards with different themes. So you can see we've got some foam squares on the back of all of these, and we're going to layer them on in a grid. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be bringing in another die cut to kind of add on to this cute scene. So we're going to take our Scripty XOXO outline, and we're going to die cut that from some white cardstock, and then we'll take the Scripty XOXO and we'll die cut that from some algae cardstock, and we'll be able to layer these two. And I really like that this is going to bring in the green from the bamboo and the white from that cute little rickrack edge of these little mini scenes. And so we can just layer that XOXO right on top, and then we're going to add some white gel pen details onto the XOXO. We have a lot of white gel pen details on the panda, which I really love doing because I feel like it really makes the pandas pop. And so it's nice to add the white gel pen details to our die cut as well because it kind of ties everything in together. And so we can add some foam squares on the back of that and then layer that so that it kind of layers over all of our little scenes. And I think it just ties them all in together and just looks so adorable. And now the card is all done. It turned out so super cute. Thank you so much to Mindy for this adorable design. And now next up, Shari is going to show that the Doily Hearts die is a perfect match to some of your older favorite sweet treat lawnfawn stamp sets. So take it away, Shari.
So I'm starting out with some sweet treats from Sweet Friends and Smart Cookie, and I am using the new Doily Hearts for my card today. I'm going to put these sweet treats on this cute little doily like it's a platter of treats. I stamped the cookie from Smart Cookie and the donut and strawberries from Sweet Friends, but I also need to add some little sprinkles to my donut. So I'm using some raspberry ink to add the cute little sprinkles to the donut. I really love this donut that has the bite taken out of it. It looks like someone took a bite and put it back on the tray of goodies. Then I'll use the coordinating dies to cut out all my little images, and I'll just set those aside for now. Now I have a piece of mermaid cardstock, and I'm going to cut this with the largest of the outside end stitched rectangles. And then I'm using another favorite set of mine, which is Baked with Love, and some mermaid ink, and I'm going to create a custom background. I'm also going to go ahead and cut out my doily, and I'm actually using the textured dot cardstock out of white, which has that fun white dot texture to it. I thought I would just add a little bit something extra to this doily. So now to make my background, I'm using the mermaid ink on the mermaid cardstock. So as this absorbs in, we'll get that really nice tone on tone look. And I just thought it would be really fun to make a custom background with all of the ingredients for our sweet treats using the Baked with Love set. And then we have our sweet treats on the doily in the center of the card. So I've got butter, flour, the rolling pin, the spoon. I really love the piping bag. I think that's really fun. I am throwing a little cupcake in here. There's lots of different sizes of images in the Baked with Love. I really like this little shaker that we probably have our sprinkles in. Of course, there's the egg. And I'm using my doily just as a guide to make sure I'm getting this covered nicely. Of course, this set has some hearts, and as you work your way to the smaller images, those are perfect for filling in all these little openings. I love that this set has a big heart and a small heart. I actually stamped some of those hearts on the flower sacks. And there's also a little solid one too that's perfect for filling in all these little spaces and making this background look really nice and full. And you can see I avoided the center because it doesn't really matter, that's going to get covered up by my doily in the middle. Now for my sentiment, I'm going to create a custom sentiment combining the die cut Scripty Suite, which I cut from some guava cardstock, along with some words from Henry's Build a Sentiment. So I have cut a stitch sentiment banner out of Ballet Slipper cardstock, and I'm actually using a stamp from Henry's Build a Sentiment Love, along with a stamp from Henry's Build a Sentiment Spring so that I could spell out the words Valentine Wishes. Wishes is in the spring set because that's where all the birthday words are. So I'm putting a little bit of adhesive on the bottom of the word sweet. I want this to kind of overlap my sentiment banner a little bit. I'm going ahead and putting that on there so I can see exactly where to stamp the rest of my sentiment. So that's going to kind of tuck underneath this Scripty Suite. And I'm using that same raspberry ink to stamp the sentiment below the word sweet. And I just really like that these Henry's Build a Sentiment sets allow you to kind of customize your sentiment. There's a lot of really fun words in the new Henry's Build a Sentiment Love set. So I can go ahead and put that background I created onto my card base. Since I used the outside in stitch rectangle, I'm going to get that nice white border around all four sides. Then I am pulling out some red twine to create some texture with a little bow. I've wrapped it around 3 times. I'm going to tie it over to the left side, making sure it is far enough over to avoid my doily that will be in the center. And then I can just trim off those excess pieces. Now for the doily, I've added some foam squares all over the back, and I've made a little kind of channel on the back side for my twine to go through. And I'm going to pop that right into the center of my card, and I just love this really decorative focal point that this new doily die creates. For my sentiment, I'll add some foam squares to each side of the banner because those are going to be off the sides of the doily. And then I'll just add some dry adhesive to the banner itself, but I did add a little bit of liquid to the word sweet just to make sure that's nice and stuck down to the doily itself. So now I can add all of my sugary sweets, which I have my cute little cookies. I'm going to overlap those over on the right side, actually tucking one kind of behind that T. And I'll do the same with the donut, tucking it behind the W a little bit, just making everything look nice and incorporated in this composition. Now I have 3 of the tiny little strawberries. This is from the Sweet Friends set, and I thought these would be perfect to kind of sprinkle around and give those nice pops of red. But once I got all 3 of these on here, I felt like I needed more strawberries actually. So I colored and die cut out 3 more little strawberries, and you're going to see me add those here in just a little bit. I did add some stickles to all the sweet treats because I think it looks like sugar. My stickles keeps getting clogged. I think I'm kind of toward the end of my stickles bottle, so I need a new one. But I also added some glitter to the bottom of the word sweet, so it looks like we took that Scripty sweet and just dipped it in some sugar. And then here is where I thought, oh, I need a few more strawberries to kind of sprinkle around. So instead of hearts on this card, I used the strawberries as my extra little embellishments, and I just think that that works perfectly with this card design. I added stickles to those strawberries as well, so they matched the other 3 strawberries on the card. And then here is my finished Sweet Valentine Wishes card with that really fun doily heart for the centerpiece, and I love the background made of all of those baking items.
Oh my goodness, Shari, this card turned out so cute. I absolutely love that background too. And next up, we have some incredible cards by the design team. And this card by Audrey is so sweet. I love how she used the doily hearts to frame her cute panda scene, and it's a perfect match for our sunburst backdrop. Yanea created the most adorable treat bags that are just so sweet, and I love that the doily makes a perfect tag because you can thread the twine right through the holes in the doily and in this cute little tag that Yanea made. I just love it. This card by Letitia is so gorgeous. I love how she layered the little kind of half doily and the letter together. It's the most beautiful collage. This panda card by Megan is so sweet, and it features the Scripty XOXO outline, which is an adorable sentiment with these pandas in the black and white layer. And then this card here by Elena is just adorable. She used our new tiny gift box panda and bear add-on in the doily, and I love it. This card by Callie is so sweet, and I love how it looks like the pen from Little Letter is writing out that Scripty XOXO. And here Shari shows us that that cute little doily looks beautiful inked, and it's a nice little focal point to show her adorable pandas. This card by Mindy is so sweet, and I love how she layered a circle over the doily heart. It gives it a totally different look, almost like a fun scallop. And then here is the other card by Mindy that inspired us to make ours today. I just love those cute little vignettes. They are just adorable. This here by Melissa Mann is so sweet. I love that doily with the XOXO over it. It's so pretty and pink. And then this Scripty Love card by Elise is so sweet, and I love that she used vellum with the Scripty Love outline. It looks so beautiful. This Scripty XOXO looks amazing on this fun little patchwork quilt that Letitia created, and I love the circle-shaped card too. And then here, Megan's Scripty Love with our fungi stamp set is just adorable. I think it's a perfect sentiment. And then this card here by Letitia is so sweet. I love the inking that she did on the doily and the cute little panda there. It is adorable. So we cannot wait to see all of your doily and Scripty word cards, so make sure to share them with us. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!